Hey everybody. Ooh, we're gonna get started here in a second. Help set up really quick. Today though, we're gonna be working on some animations. Getting some things set up. Oh, my camera capture looked like it disappeared. Okay, one moment. There it is. All right, there we go. Very good. Okay, so where we left off, but we were working on the algorithm for movement. We implemented a three, I guess the 3-channel controller, like 3 input controller, 3 gains. Not exactly PID, sort of. We did error to position, so proportional, I guess there. We did change in speed, I think, so probably derivative, and then the integral side we did more what the next node is, so it was close though. And then the next thing we did was, or next thing I did, I guess, here was I did implement this nice dust at her feet, so that's consistent on everybody. Looks pretty good though. Ultimately, just to help with this slide, kind of sell it a little bit, which I think looks pretty good. So one thing I don't like, I'm going to work on it a little bit, is right here where she jumps, it kind of goes down for the landing. You can tell when she hits the ground, like there, right? Because what happens is she hits the ground and finishes the animation. I may need to kind of start the animation a little earlier, I guess. Which I think I could do. I don't know what that's about. I probably also need to figure that bug out. That was strange. Okay. Well, she's broken. Very obviously. But yeah, so we'll kind of mess with that a little bit. See what's going. Try to see what's going on with that bug. I'd never seen that one. That one was new. Okay. Oh my goodness. She's gonna walk the whole way. And she got stuck. I bet she's no. She might be underground a little bit. I might have to raise her up just a hair. That's interesting. We'll check that bug out and see if I can reproduce it. Yeah, I bet she's underground. Sorry, I'm eating cheese. But other than that, I think that all works pretty good. And honestly, that doesn't look too bad. I can probably work on different animations. It's probably a little higher priority, like the magic animations. Okay, well anyway, like that looks pretty decent. Yeah, let me take just a few seconds. I think what I can do is let me think. If I go ahead and start my coming down animation at the top of my jump, as soon as velocity is negative. I think that would do it. Let's see if I can do that real quick. I don't think it'll take long. I think I have it essentially up here. Yeah, if I'm not on floor. What I should have probably is if character dot velocity is greater than 0, be in waiting. Character. Okay, so if character dot velocity is positive, then be in waiting. Otherwise, it would just set my hold up. Huh. Where am I triggering that? Current jump state equals in air. And then it goes to end jump. Huh. Okay, so in air goes to waiting. That's essentially when I jump. So I think need to say, I mean, this is okay. I could also just say character is on floor. Okay. No, I think I do need to say if velocity is greater than 0. Okay, so essentially there, if I'm moving up, it's going to be waiting. If character velocity is less than 0, which if it's less than 0, won't be in waiting anymore. But I don't know when I switch. How do I switch to end jump? I guess here. But jump state end jump. What does that do? So right now I'm just passing. I guess what I can do here is transition. So what do I do? Character dot change animations. And this is jump up air 2. Really should be like end jump, but it's not. Jump up air 2. Okay. And so this should probably be if character dot is on floor. Floor. So essentially anytime my character is off the ground, go to my waiting state. And while I'm in the waiting state, if I start falling, go ahead and transition to end jump. And while I'm in end jump, it should transition to the next animation. That should make it look a little smoother. Let's find out. It might make me look like I drop a little bit faster, but that might be okay. I think it's much more jarring when it's like you kind of float. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at that. I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. Is she broken? She's broken. She might be, her feet might be under the ground. Yeah, not sure what happened there. I do need to figure that out. Let me look real quick to see where her feet are. It's of course hard to see. I do think that one foot Let me look at where the her actual collision shape is. Okay. Yeah, I think she's just barely underground. So let's move her up just a hair. Oops. Oh, I guess that's the wrong collision shape. I want this collision shape. Right? Maybe not. No, that's not exactly sure. That's okay. I think that she just needs to. Okay, so yeah, so she's at negative 0.995. Everyone else is at negative 0.9. So I think she needs to be at negative 0.9. I should keep her from going into the ground when she teleports back. She also might just be a little taller than I was expecting. So my script might have, when they teleport back, might have a discrete value for that Y. I probably need to check it out. All right, let's look at this. Let's see what this jump looks like. Still kind of a little floaty, and then obviously she's jumping for some reason. That's new. So let me look at that logic. I don't think that helped ultimately. So really all I changed was one small thing, right? This is back to the beginning. Let me make sure that this should essentially be the base state and should eliminate any sort of weirdness. Okay. All right, let's see. Yes, that's normal. Yep, all good here. Let's do it a couple times. Yeah, so there must have been something weird causing her to jump again. Ultimately, I should already be looking in there. It's like when I have when y equals 0, I really should have when y is less than 0. That should allow me to start that transition just a hair earlier. And then this would be, that's probably what happened, is it's getting to this end state. And the end state isn't pushing me back to start state. So let's do that. Let's put the end state back. So in end state, I need to do character dot change animations, jump up to air 2. And then let me say current state equals jump state dot start jump. Or maybe I should do jump state dot waiting. Wait. Yeah, I guess I can do jump state dot. I don't want to do start jump. But I also don't want to do waiting. So if I do waiting, it's going to put me back kind of just waiting here. So it's just going to run this again. Maybe I need like a new one that is finish. And we'll have jump state dot finish. Let's go add that to the jump state. Okay. Jump state dot finish, we'll just pass. It'll reset back to start state when I get to the kind of finish to the new node. Let's see what that looks like. That should look pretty good here. Hoping that it looks a little smoother on the way down. Not bad. I don't know why she's deciding to jump again. I guess I'm calling jump up air 2 again. So there is a point. So current state 7, which is jumping. And then I go to 6, which is kind of the cleanup state. But apparently it tried transitioning to jump up air 2 again. Interesting. and it went through jump to do it, which is fine. I would expect that. Very interesting. Why would that do that? Let me print when I get into here. It ultimately should get here exactly once. I think it got here twice. I guess that makes sense. Hey, BWAG, how's it going? Let's see. So I think that actually does make sense. What I would say is like end jump equals true. I don't like doing this that much, but it works fine. You having a good weekend so far? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just working on some of my animations here. So yeah, doing pretty good. Just got off work. Very nice. Very nice. The restaurant grind, right? Haven't really had a weekend yet. Understand. It's just Friday. You working this weekend? So let's see. I guess I could do and not end jump. And that would let me just run this once. But I would need to declare end jump equals false. Nice, very good. Well, I hope you have a fantastic weekend then. That's great. Very good. That'll keep me to only doing this once. I'm gonna print while I'm in here. Print ending jump. And I should only get that once. Well, very cool. Added some things that I'm excited about. I created my first particle generator. It was really easy. So that's cool. And then I'll probably start working on some particles for the magic system here in just a moment. Just resolving this movement issue first. I did finish that PID controller. I still decided to jump apparently. Okay, what happened there? All right, ending jump. Oh, wow. She got there a bunch of times. Look at that. Okay, so my logic is flawed. That's what that means. Wow, a whole lot. My logic is very flawed. Huh. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's check what's going on. So I get to this end jump quite a bit. Let's see when I set it. I set it up there under waiting. I'm guessing I just go to waiting quite a bit then. Let's see. If character's not on the floor, go to waiting. Is it the only time I set it? Unless... So I do go to start jump. And I guess I go straight from start jump to jump, but I should only do that if I'm in the jumping up state. But then it would go to waiting. And if velocity y is less than 0 and end jump is false. Here, let me do this. Now I should never ever get to end jump. Let's see if it's possible that I'm running while in the jump state, like going to run, and the only way to get to run is through the jump up state. So it's possible. Well, maybe we'll see. Kind of weird here. Okay, let's check. Yeah, we'll probably not do my. I did close my animation out. Okay. So I did finish my animation. How many times did I do jump up air 2? Okay. Just once. What is that about? Okay, so if velocity of the character dot y, so velocity in the y direction is less than 0, it should be only, here, let's do this. Ooh, I'm missing, that's weird. I'm missing my filter on this. Is it that? That's all right. Okay. Let's see if I can add my filter here. Is it this button? Oops. Focus, there we go. Okay, so let's look up end, I think it is. Let's see what that, ending jump, yeah. Let's see, it should only do it once. Didn't do it at all, okay. And that makes sense. But now if I start this at false, it should only do it when I'm in the jumping up state, which is only when I'm moving up, or this is why. So I have this or current jump state is not start jump. Hey, President Zaddy, how you doing? Salute. Which would be fine. I just need to make sure that this, I had to say or jump state. Well, that should still work, but I guess I'm pushing my, is there another place I do the jump state? That's what outside of this. Okay. Maybe. Not really. So that shouldn't be a problem. But it obviously is. That's where it's going. So it's coming through here. Yeah. So how do I make my animations affect another player's animator? Use collisions. So it's not as simple. You could make it. It depends on what you're trying to do. You can use collisions or you can use signals. So I'll show you an example. So for example, I guess this doesn't really impact their animator, but it does impact how they move, right? Whenever I run through one of my characters, right, they've got to get out of the way, right? The way that works is they have like collision bodies on them that animate like wrestling moves. Yeah, what you probably do is like you could sync them. So you'd sync them up, and the way you do that in your animation tree under the mixer, if we go to node right here, you look under mixer, there is animation started, right? This is a signal that comes out as soon as the animation starts. And so what you would do is you would connect that node from one character to the other. And so you'd say, hey, when animation starts, you take note of that, right? And then what you would do is within here, you would say, hey, go run my new animation. So then you'd basically have, animation state dot whatever your animation is. And then they would both do the animations at the same time. So like that. But you'd say like, whatever your animation is, wrestling move. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Best of luck with your game. Are you making a wrestling game? Okay. So, let's see. So I need to go back to my movement node here. And then, yeah, maybe this is bad. I do want to be in jump up, I think. But obviously I'm coming in here too many times, or if character's not on floor. Oh, nice. Okay, that'll be cool. Well, best of luck with that. Sounds like a fun project. So very good. I'm assuming here. Let's do this. Let's get it to the point where it's broken and start taking out some of the transition nodes. So it's broken down here. Let's see. I had pulled something out here. What did I pull out? Okay, that's it. Okay, I already fixed it. Give this a shot. Use Unity. Should be the same thing. I think Unity has signals. But yeah, essentially you need one. When you start one animation, you need it to tell the other animation, right? You need to tell the other player to start the animation at the same time. And then I think that would do it. Or you say, hey, when the button's pressed, right, play both the animations at the same time. But that's why, like, if you play old wrestling games, right, they do like when they try like a grappling move, right, they do like the little grapple thing. That's where you use collisions. So you say like, hey, do the little grapple thing. It's probably same with like Smash and stuff. But when you do the little grapple thing, if you hit it, right, if the move hits, it probably just, the way they programmed it is they probably sent a signal to both players. Like when you hit it, both players go do the animation at the same time, as opposed to one sending it to the other. But you could do either way. Either way, they need to be linked up to some sort of signals here. Oh, I'm jumping still. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I am jumping all over the place. And that's because, let's see, what I'll start doing now is getting rid of some of the entries into this, because I think it would be here. So we'll see if, I do think that, I mean, this is definitely going to fix it, but it doesn't fix the root of the problem. So I think the root of the problem is obviously when I'm sitting there still, I'm in ending jump. Let's print my jump state. So that may give me some insight into what's going on. I'm assuming that I'm not in start jump, but if I am in start jump, then that's not triggering that. We'll find out. All right. So let's see what's happening. Zero, 3, 2, 0. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to different states. I gotta watch it to when it goes to those states, though. All right, let's see what happens. Gotta go review the numbers. Okay, so here I change animation to jump, and then it's 3. And that's correct, it should be. And does it ever go back to 0? No, not there. So I do change the animation to jump first, which means I'm all that really means is that I'm going into here. But it's not because of the state change. The state change did not drive it. So it's possible that character is not on floor drove it. Trying to merge to player controllers. As opposed to like AIs. Or merge like 2 of them. I'm not sure. Do you just drag and drop player controllers? Yeah, that might. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean. There. Is it? Yeah, I'm not positive. It could be terminology too. Godot may use different terminology. Let me see if I can tell what you're talking about. Let's see. Okay. So character control, yeah, it's specific Unity terminology. And you do movement constrained by collisions. Yeah, I do everything with a rigid body essentially. So it's a little bit different. You could always just use rigid bodies instead. I don't know a whole lot about character controllers at all. It seems like a very Unity specific thing. So it looks very similar to what I'm doing though. It's like a capsule shaped collider, moves in some directions, which is essentially what I'm doing on these guys. Okay, I see. Yeah, so that's where I would probably try to get them to have the same script. I mean, like, the hard part with that, right, if you have different scripts for everybody, is you've got to go develop all this custom code. Like, all of my characters have the same script. And I just do, like, if I'm sending a signal to them, I just check and say, hey, did the person that sent the signal or getting attacked, are they the ones that it's targeted for, right? And so I have all these nodes, right? And these nodes are all, they have some different scripts in them. So like, this is about magic. This has all my movement information, right? This is all my attack. And I can go copy and paste those over to like different characters. So yeah, I don't know anything about tags. Unfortunately, I've never programmed in Unity, so don't know a lot about it. But if it's similar to nodes, yeah, it's the, you know, I think putting things down like this, where you have like a block and you say, hey, I want this person to be able to do this thing, and you essentially copy and paste those under those people with the same script, really helps. Kind of makes things go a lot faster. So yeah, I was still getting this here. Let's see. I wonder, obviously I'm jumping a lot. I'm in the jump state, and it has to do with, see, if I change, it's so weird. Like if I change this, right, to that, I think I won't run into the issue, but I don't know why that is. Is waiting my second state in jump? Let's check. No, waiting is 0, 1, 2, 3, which I guess I was technically in 3, but I think I went through jump for that. Let's see. I jumped, yeah, I did go to 3. Okay, I still have the problem. Worse. Interesting. Oh, look at that. What is going on? Oops. Let's see. That's so strange. I think I was actually in wait before I switched, like transitioned, which means something's pushing me to waiting. Let's see. So 0, 0, 3. And as soon as I transition to jump, I change my animation to jump. Interesting. And that takes me to in air, which is 0, 1. Okay. Let's see how I get pushed to waiting. Here, so that is what's pushing me, is this right here. If my character's on the floor, I think I can get rid of that now. I think I'll keep it here, but I think I can get rid of it here because I have this. So if I've already started my jump, I'm good, but that probably is a problem anyway, because if I jump down, so it's possible that, you know, the grass or something, I'm interacting with it and it's kicking me out of the, I don't know, I'm floating or something. But it's okay. We'll be a little bit more rigid than that. Ooh. What was that about? Oh man. Okay, let's look at this. So very interesting. Let's do this on waiting, and really it should, very, very interesting. You know what? That's kind of a problem. This should be at the beginning here. Not even. It should be, well, should be in start, jump. Here we go. And so if I only set that in start jump, that should help. I can probably set... Do I want it if my character's not on the floor? Do I want to go to waiting? Maybe so, actually. Because then I can end my jump the same every time. No, because I'm doing this weird jump thing. Very curious indeed. Okay, I didn't. The good news is I didn't do weird jump things. The bad news is I don't know what happened. This is very, very strange. Let's undo a lot here. Maybe not that much. Do I want to undo all that? Let's see what I'm changing. Okay, so what I changed here, I didn't change anything to get into here, except for removing the is on floor tag, which is very interesting. Okay, this does stop me from keeping jumping over and over again, so now I just have the weird thing that's going on. I think what I can do is put that less than. And I think I need to turn this back on. I think what's going on for why I'm kind of lurching forward is because I'm not getting into the state, and I need to. Let's give this a shot. Essentially, yeah, anytime I'm off the ground, go ahead and go into this state. It is surprising that I decided to jump randomly like I did. I'm hoping my character's not leaving the ground for some weird reason. So I still decided to jump again. Why is that? So my jumping state was 0, which means that's good. It wouldn't trigger that way. I probably went to waiting because well, I didn't ever go to waiting. Did I jump up? Oh, I jumped up so many times up here, so it was just finishing them. Okay, let's see. This is in running. So I am actively jump up air 2. Well, I think 2 is the running state. 0, 1. No, 2 is jumping up. 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going between waiting and end jump several times. Okay, I think this is all good. So I jump. I go immediately to waiting from jump. Is that what I should be doing? Let's see. So I jump. It goes immediately to waiting. Why does it go immediately to waiting? Because my character's apparently off the floor. Why is that? Hmm. Very, very interesting. Hmm. Okay, my logic is obviously wrong. So I do go to 6 first. What is 6? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I go to next. Okay, so it goes to the next node. Okay, okay. That's tracking. And next node goes to jump up. Start jump, it starts the animation. Ah, you know what? I am not setting my velocity of y to 0. And while starting jump, I should. Velocity.y equals 0. Because I'm tracking up just a hair. Because I'm looking at a node that's in front of me. So I think that is necessary. All right, I feel a little bit good about that. That'll at least keep me on the ground. I probably need the same thing on an end, because I imagine I'm also doing that at the end. I don't know why I was doing it just during the regular run. I shouldn't be, because I think I already am setting velocity y equals 0, but I'll make sure. Okay, I still jumped, but yeah, that's in state 6. So in state 6, I probably also don't have this, which state 6 is this one here. And I already have it in running, which is good. Okay. In air, leave that. We say stop. Okay. Well, I feel pretty good about that. I think that'll get me there. All right. Oh, I still jump. Yeah, I kind of jumped. I stayed on the ground though because my y velocity is set to 0, forced. Okay, so that tells me it's not only because I'm coming up off the ground. There's something else here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print these things here. So I'm just gonna print all of them, replace the ors with commas. It's gonna tell me which one of these things are true, which should help out a lot. Because I am very, very curious which of these is true. Okay, none of them. False, 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 which means, okay, I'm approaching this the wrong way, is what that means. It's just because I'm running this several times, so I need to make sure I'm limiting jump up air 2, so ending jump. I need to make sure I'm limiting ending jump to occurring exactly once every node. So yeah, it's going straight to 2. What is 2? Waiting. 0, 1, 2. 2 is just end jump. Ah, okay. So on end jump, it should go to state finish. Let's see. So on start jump, I would set it to false, but in waiting, I do set it to true. Oh yeah, but I guess here, is that the only place I transition to end jump? And I should, that would break everything. Okay. So this whole time, I'm setting the regular move state to my jump state rather than setting my jump state to my jump state. That would be a problem. Okay, I think this fixes it. I have pretty high confidence, like 85% chance here. Look at that. Much, much better. Cool. Okay, now that that's sorted out, I do have it when it's less than 0 here. Should I do that up here though? So I have wind characters on the floor, which I think is for not on the floor, which I think is fine. So when I'm in waiting, wind character velocity is less than 0. Maybe I'll do like 0.1. Nope, can't do that. Because then if I'm on the ground, that would be a problem. So I do think that's good. Do I still have these animations at 2 times speed? I don't. I have them at 1 times speed. I wonder if I need to... Let me refresh. Okay, it is 1. That's interesting. That probably helps to go ahead and double the speed, potentially. I could change it to try to match the falling speed. I think it is better for it to go ahead and just start while I'm falling in the air. And that should catch me up. It's gonna lag a little bit. Not really lag, but it's gonna kind of be a little floaty for a second. So let's check. So you can see it looks like she hits a pocket of air, right? That little pocket of air, what it is that she is she's actually on the ground right there. It's not that bad. When does she start transitioning down? So she's not transitioning down until she's on the ground. And it's because I keep setting this as waiting every time. So I actually don't get this. What I think I need to say here is while or if velocity.y is greater than 0. Or character velocity.y. Because I need it to go ahead and as soon as I'm jumping, like moving, it does need to go to the wait state. So that is correct. But I do need it to not push me back to waiting as I'm falling through. It needs to transition and stay transitioned. So let's give that a shot. Hey, that wasn't terrible. Then I could tune it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of slammed down. It looks like she's kind of slamming down a little bit. So I could tune that a little bit and say when it's greater than 0, do that, but then I'll kind of stay in waiting for a second. So maybe I would do like less than 0.1. So just after I start falling a little bit. So I do want her to like absorb the impact on the ground. Oh, interesting. Okay, so right now The true things are that I'm stuck in a jump state. Okay. And that makes sense. I'm stuck in jump state 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm stuck in finish. Interesting. I wonder if in finish I could go ahead and go to start jump. I think it's okay, because I think at the end of my jump state 2, I go back to start jump anyway, so I think it's fine. Okay. The only way to get there is by starting the animation, so no, I think I'm good. That did not work, but I think part of it is this right here. If it's not less than 0.1. But then when it's 0, I'll go into waiting, so that's a problem. I guess technically, yeah, let's see who's greater than 0 still. I like greater than 0. This actually needs to be less than negative 0.1. That's probably my problem. So it needs to be less than negative 0.1 because I'm trying to tune down. I want to move down a little bit before I start that animation. Let's see how close we are here. All right. Yeah, a little bit aggressive. Let's see what it looks like running out of it. Yeah, just a little bit aggressive, which she's very aggressive in her run and everything, but you can't do that. You can't push your legs down and fall faster. So let's do like negative 0.5. I don't think, let's do like just for testing purposes, let's do like negative 10. I don't think I'll ever get to negative 10. I'd have to be falling for over a second from the top, and I don't think I am. But that's okay. We'll try it out. I did not. So my bachelor's degree is in aerospace engineering, and then I have a master's in systems engineering. Now I've done that wasn't terrible. I've done avionics development for about 10 years, but never really on the software side, though I've done a lot of like automation. So that's where a lot of my programming comes from, is more just doing automation at work and stuff. Got a lot of experience with very similar to this, right? Like Python, VBA, a lot of those like scripting languages are really similar to GD script. So a lot of it translates pretty cleanly. Did you go to school for CS? Are you interested in it? Okay, so still there. She kind of slams down, right? She's falling too fast. Yep, I am self-taught. I took like I took computer science like 101. I took control systems because it was aerospace engineering, right? So a lot of this, like my movement algorithm where she kind of goes around is a PID controller, right? And so I learned PID in aerospace terms, right? And so a lot of it translates pretty well. And then control systems, I took like a robotics class. So I did learn some stuff in school, but not any of the detailed like computer science stuff. That's all on the job. Information systems and database management, very cool. So you're doing like SQL and stuff? Okay, very cool. Honestly, I think it's super helpful in every field, just because there's so much like monotonous things, right, in every job. And knowing how to do scripting and stuff basically takes that out of the job, because every time you have like a monotonous piece, you can just go automate that, deal with it once, then never have to think about it again, right? Then you go do other cool, fun stuff. A lot of people, I think, I've heard people talk about like automating themselves out of a job and stuff, but when you're actually in the workforce, that's such a positive thing, because you can go do that. You can work on more better things, right? It's not like you're going to automate something and your managers think about it like they're people, right? Your manager's not going to say, hey, you automated that thing, you saved us X dollars, you're fired. They're going to say, okay, on to the next thing. Let's go automate something else. You saved us X dollars. So ultimately, I think scripting is really good for almost any sort of STEM job. So power to you. Hopefully you can, as you're kind of doing this, are you doing game development to learn, or how are you doing? How are you self-learning? Let's see. So I think I'm just hitting the ground here. Oh, no. I was kind of slimming down still, wasn't I? Let's do like -2. I do think I'm getting closer here. I need to export it, create a variable, and you do a slider so I can control it. Actually is what I need to do. Some personal projects. That's cool. Yeah. No, I understand. So you're doing information systems. Are you currently in college? Or are you in the workforce doing it? Some front-end dev. Very good. That's a lot of the hard stuff, right? Kind of creating like a user interface, being able to create something that's intuitive. I might not need to go scan it because that looks, it's still kind of slamming down. Oh, very nice. Well, best of luck there. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I really liked college. I think, some people don't, but I really liked college. I do miss it. That's why, when I got my master's, I was still working full time. But I enjoyed it. I think at a certain point, like learning is fun. So, we'll call this, fall transition equals -2. Let's see, we'll just start with that. And then what we'll do is down here on that -2, we'll say is less than fall transition. Then what that'll let me do is I can actually come in here and I can control it. Now I don't have to keep going back and forth. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah. Really enjoy it. Hopefully catch you in here again soon. Always good to chat. Hey Jackie, how's it going? Thanks. I'm glad you like how it's looking. It's coming along. We're working on making it look a little bit better, but I do like some stuff. One thing I really like, so I'm trying to get that fall down, but I like that. I don't know if you saw the dust. Did that today, and I'm pretty happy with it. So right there on our feet. Yeah. But yeah, now it's coming along. I think it's gonna be a pretty fun game. It's in the last week or so, I've created models. I've gotten to the point where it kind of looks like a game now instead of like placeholder stuff. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change that. So he's falling a little fast. I need to delay. Oh, very nice. What are you working on in Godot? What sort of game? Godot is a pretty good engine. I don't know if you've used Godot prior to your current project, but I've definitely really enjoyed it. This is my first game dev attempt, so it's my first game. Oh, I'm broken. Let's see. I really want to. Okay, so true. That true state means I'm stuck in a jump state. So whenever that happens, I'm stuck in a jump state. Gonna figure that one out. I probably need to force myself out of my jump state every time. Okay, now I should not be in a jump state. Oh, I am. Interesting. So you see that true right there? That means I am in a jump state. So when am I? What I probably need to do is just up here before I go into the nodes. Current jump state equals jump state dot start jump. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm liking doing an RPG. I think there's so much you can do and so many mechanics and things. I'm definitely having a good time. And Roblox. Never coded in Roblox, but I hear it's pretty good for like a good intro as well into some of this stuff. It does look like fun. So very cool. And so you've done other projects then in Roblox and then in Unity. How is Unity? I've never used it. I've heard about it. I don't know how different it is than Godot. Obviously, there's like the backlash they got from going to the the paid model, but aside from that, how actually is Unity? And then what sort of RPG? Do you have any story planned out yet or anything? Okay, that looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty natural. Okay. I think we're there. I think that's enough tweaking for now. Cool. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so here's what I think I'm going to do next. So I've got that out of the way. I do like how everything's kind of looking here. Okay, one thing I need to do is I need to set this, instead of as an exportable variable, it needs to be a constant. It needs to be -4. Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I have heard they're pretty similar. You know, they're probably all object-oriented scripting languages. That's cool. I thought about trying it, but whenever I was picking an engine, I saw Godot. I saw, you know, the backlash Unity was getting. Probably will never impact me, but, you know. I thought open source, which I'm a huge fan of, is a much better option. Because then I think with the community getting behind Godot instead of Unity, there's going to be more developers developing in Godot, which is going to mean more tools, more development of the engine itself. So yeah, ultimately I think that's kind of my rationale for going with Godot, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Everything about that looks decent. Okay. All right. Yeah, that looked good. All right. Feeling pretty good about it. The only weird thing I think is like so I like the jump and slide. Oops. I do like the jump and slide like this. Right? That looks good. But like if I step once, it's just a little bit too much. And so I could make it if I could program that out. Because it's kind of silly. I'm going to do that because I don't like that. What I'm going to do is create a variable that says, let's see, actually I could say, I think I can do this with one line of code. Let's challenge here. Challenge is do this in one line of code. And I think how I would do that is under my move state last stretch here, I would say if not movement nodes 0 equals, I guess I could say does not equal starting node. So essentially, I would only do this if movement node 0 is something besides starting node. Let's see. And then I need to combine these. Pretty expansive. Oh, nice. You're really into development then. Very nice. That's exciting. Are you? Do you have like a Steam page? Have you been? How close are you to being done with it? Oh, nice. Well, very cool. That's awesome. Well, I want to see it. Do you have a like a Steam page or anything that I could check out? Sounds like you have a whole operation going. Let's see here. Okay, so ultimately now when I move, let's see if my one line did it. Nope, Did not do it. No Steam page yet. That's all right. Do you have like anything I could check out the game? How could I follow? If I was gonna follow your game to make sure that when it was released, I was watching, ready for it. Do you have any way I can do that? And then, are you streaming any of the development? I'm always trying to find other developers to see how people do it, right? Because coming in, kind of being self-taught here, I'm probably missing a lot of things. Oh no, that's awful. Yeah, no, I understand. I've been backing up my files, try to do it every night to GitLab, because I'm terrified of losing everything. So, man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, not a fun position to be in. Well, if you're interested, I'm definitely interested in following along. So I do have a Discord, and we do chat about game dev in there. We've got several people in there. I mean, it's a pretty small Discord. There's like 10 people in there, but we do chat about the games we're making. If you want to pop in there and post screenshots or anything, I'd be really interested in seeing it. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I think you only have to do that once. I've done it enough times where like I get to the end of the week having worked on something, and then I lose a file or something, and or I have to go recreate it. Even still, there's so many times because I stream pretty late, where it's like midnight or something. I'll log off, go downstairs, come back up here. The next day I'll kind of pop in, close some stuff out, and realize like I didn't save. And it's so easy to do. So I try to have good saving and good check-in practices. Actually, on my Trello board, one of the things I have, like one of my go-dos, is to go set up a nightly check-in, like a nightly build, right up here. Where's it at? Right there. Add a nightly GitLab check-in, because yeah, yeah, it's tough. No, and I get it. Yeah, it's hard, especially like, I don't know what your background is or prior, but like you're learning a whole new skills and learning a lot of skills. I think no matter what your background is, probably every new game you have to learn a bunch of new skills. So there's a learning curve that comes with all of it, right? So yeah, it definitely takes time, especially as a solo dev or have a small team like you've got. Okay, my one line. Actually, I didn't even add a line. I added to a line, but it didn't work. Am I grabbing starting node? I am grabbing starting node. And so I say, hey, if moving node 0 is not... Actually, you know what? I see it. It's because my starting node is actually my starting point. So what I need is a new variable. That's going to have to be 2 lines. That's okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it kind of goes for everything. Game dev, there's just so much going on, right? It's got art, it's got music, it's got so much going on. So, but yeah, you're right. Whatever you're doing, as long as you're stretching yourself, it really applies to everything. First node equals movement nodes 1. And then what I can do is down here, instead of starting node, if it doesn't equal first node, then I would do the animation. Otherwise, I wouldn't do the animation. I think that should make it look a little better. I think the little short hops look really silly though. So hopefully that helps. All right. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. But still, if I run further, I do the slide, which looks fine. But for the little short one, yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with it. I'm trying to get a demo kind of set up. Hoping in the next like month, maybe I can have a demo and create a Steam page. But it's coming along. I mean, right now I'll kind of play a little bit here. I've got my magic system sort of set up. I don't have any of my animations for magic. But I've got that sort of set up. There are a lot of like quality of life things I need to work on because it's, you know, it's a prototype still. It's coming along. I'm getting close to starting. I'm hoping to start playtesting here in the next week or so, which I'll also be using the Discord for. So if you are interested in playtesting, I've got her on all the movement that she can do. All the blue squares is like way more than everybody else because I was testing out movement. So, oh well, she's going to be just unbeatable for a second. But yeah, so I'm hoping to playtest here in the next, couple weeks. So if you are interested in that, I'll probably be sending something to the Discord. Okay, I can't do it there because she'll move. But yeah, I think it's coming along ultimately. All right, and there's another thing, right? So right now, like I can wait for the animations. I haven't decided what I want to do with this yet. Otherwise, like I have it where you can skip the animation, and I'm not sure if I want to keep that or not. So it looks a lot better to have the animation, right? And I'm worried that like that's two glitches. That's okay. People optimize the fun out of everything, so I'm wondering if it's better just to not let that happen and to not have skippable animations. I bet every dev has that question though, right? Like, should I have skippable animations or not? Ultimately, it probably doesn't matter that much. And then, yeah, I need to do weapons. The things I need to do before my demo, I need to create I've got a little story in my head for what I'm going to do. I need to create a level for it. It is going to be kind of the same theme, right? Like with the grasslands, because I really like my grass shader. All right. And then, ooh, interesting. There's another bug. Got to note it. And then, sorry, I'm marking my bug. I marked them using my my stream highlight things. Anyway, I can't remember where I was at. Oh yeah, for demo. I need to create a level. I need to create 5 more character models because I think I want it to be 5-on-5. I want to resolve some of the bugs. I'm not going to worry about getting all of the bugs out before the demo, but try to have most of the bugs out. I need to develop weapons because obviously none of them are holding weapons at the moment. I need animations for magic. Oh, it crashed. You know what? Okay. That's an easy one. Yeah, that is a good point. So like I could have them run a little faster or something. And the hard part is and I think maybe I'll figure that out during playtesting. For playtesting, I think I'll have skipping animations off. Let's see, that'd be greater than 1. Right, greater than 2. No, greater than 1. I'll have skipping animations off for the demo or for the game testing probably, then see what players think, right? Like when I'm developing it, I spend a lot more time like running and trying to debug stuff, right? So there's a lot of time that I can save by having a skip button, but I think more of a debug tool than a feature. Because yeah, I agree with you. If a player wants to skip the animation, then I should pare down that animation so that they wouldn't want it to be skippable. That's a really good concept. A good philosophy. Cool. Let's see. So yeah, so I need 5 more. The big things are I need 5 more characters. I need to work on my enemy AI because it is awful. I need to finish up my level, write a quick story, create one cutscene probably, maybe 2. I might have like a start of a battle and a half battle in between. And then some voice acting. So yeah, it's a short list, really. And then I'll get the demo out there. I need a name too, I guess. I don't really have a name. Throwing some stuff around there, not ready to share them yet, but yeah. See, I do think the jump part of this animation is probably a little too slow. The jump down, I think, is okay. It's pretty fast, right? But whenever they jump up, I think you'd want to skip that. So I probably should I gotta fix this. They shouldn't be able to run on top of each other. That's a known bug too. Yeah, for sure. And the actual game I'm gonna do, I mean, the story's gonna be pretty long, so I'll end up having a pretty long list to get it like to market. But I think to get it to demo state, I think it's a pretty short list. Now, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of polish. I really want the demo to be polished. So really, I'm probably talking more about like the playtesting state, like like that. That was I thought I actually fixed that bug. I'm seeing a lot of bugs that I thought I fixed that are coming back, and I don't know if it's because I didn't save or if because I did make a lot of changes. I refactored a lot of code. Let's see. Okay, ultimately this looks and feels pretty good. So let me go ahead and exit here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on, well, it's like 11 o'clock now here. I could start on some magic shaders. Let me pull up Trello and see what we have. Probably might work on some stuff. Okay, so let's see. Jumping is broken. I think jumping is fixed. Characters are jumping consistently now, and that seems to be working. This is still a bug. I'll probably do that one next. Let's see what else I need to pull in here. Some of these bugs. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple real quick. Enemy still running on top of each other. I thought I had that resolved. And then the other thing noticed the enemy doing was, well, enemies blink when unconscious. Gotta fix that. And then I think I had another, oh yeah. So animations not resetting when triggered. And at that one, I think I know how to fix. Actually, I'll fix it now. Let me go ahead and drop that on my to-do list here, because I think I can do that one now. I think that's one line just down here. But the problem is I want to make sure that I can fix that and not break anything. So this is travel. I think this needs to be start, but I need this to be travel. So essentially what is going on here is if it's travel, it's going to finish the previous animations and then walk through the whole animation tree to get back to run. And I don't want it to do that. I want it to go. So like if I get hit, for example, I get hit and it waits till the animation completes and it goes back to run. So I think if it's on travel, it's going to wait until it finishes this animation until it goes. If it does start, it'll teleport. I can test that real quick. One, I need to test to make sure I didn't break anything by doing that. I don't think I should have, but I think you'll be able to tell because my character will probably be really jumpy. We'll check. The thing I'm worried about is like I have a lot of jump animations and stuff. I don't want them getting interrupted by run. Nope, that looks good. Okay. So ultimately I want to go over here and I want to attack the enemy right before their turn. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Like that I think you're okay with not skipping. And then right now she's moving way further than you ever would move. I think the only one I'm worried about is this jump, right? Like the jump takes some time. So I could probably streamline that. And I don't know if that streamlined what it looks like. It might be, oh, interesting. Okay. Another one for the bug list. This is very buggy, obviously. Okay, so this bug is going to be collision not triggering wiggle, which sounds weird. That's just what I've named the function that they wiggle with. So I have a function called wiggle, which is here. And every time there's a collision, it should trigger wiggle. But it obviously didn't. So then the question is, why didn't it trigger wiggle? They were obviously colliding. Let me check there. They may not be in the same. Let's see. What should their collision mass be? Collision mass should be 3. So 1 1. So let me go to the collision mask here. 1 1. Okay. And then the layer should be 2. Yep. And then that was Garrick. Okay. And Ember. Yeah, they should have collided. Okay, might have to come back to that one. I can't get too distracted here. All right. We'll see what's going on there. Do I have these? I don't have scripts on those, so. Okay, we'll have to mess with that. All right, back to, it's on the list. It's not what we're working on right now, though. Okay, so right now I'm working on, let's go back to the characters. I need to attack an enemy and see and make sure that they reset before their turn. Man, I feel like chasing bugs is a full-time job, right? You resolve one and you get like 10 more bugs. That's probably what takes the longest in a lot of these, is just resolving bugs. I guess I can skip now, can't I? That's why I have that debugging tool. Okay. All right, so let's see whose turn it is. Gonna be Garrick here in 3. So I need to get these other characters down there. Okay. So now let's kind of block them in. Can't quite reach them. Okay, so here, I think Garrick's next. No, yeah, Garrick is next, so that won't help. Hey, Loki Trickster, how's it going? All right. Currently working on chasing a couple of bugs down. I've probably got like 20 minutes left of streaming, so I'm just trying to chase a couple of bugs down before. We did get some animations done. Oh man, attacked the wrong person. Did get some animation done. Good, good. So you already are caught up. Well, very cool. Well, hopefully you're having a good Friday night. You know, this has been pretty cool. Been enjoying tonight. Getting a lot done. It's been pretty productive. Let's see. So she can't do anything right now. That would help me, but Alara can. Okay, so I'll hit Garrick here, and hopefully wait real quick. Oh man. Okay. This is hard to test out, but I think we're pretty close. I need to move him because I think he's their primary target. Yeah. So he's gonna move over there. And then Alara, I can attack Garrick. And then wait. Okay, yep. So that reset his animation. Okay, that's resolved. Fantastic. At least for now. Okay. So I can do that one. Now, when casting, target cell isn't moved to. Sorry, I accidentally pulled up snip. Okay. This one's interesting. So on this one, essentially when I'm casting a spell, I pass along with that spell in my signal. I pass where I cast it to. For some reason here, it looks like it doesn't. It looks like it doesn't actually go to the right cell though. So I need to trace that back and figure out what cell I'm actually passing to it. Hey, very good, Jackie. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thanks a ton. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll catch you around here again, and we'll pop back in. I usually stream Wednesdays and Fridays for the most part, and then I'll scatter a couple around the week if I'm feeling good and have energy. I have 2 small kids, so stream when I can. But thanks, appreciate the sub. And gotcha. Okay, you're working on animated backgrounds in all your scenes in the first level. Okay. Yeah. Well, that'd be cool. You already have quite a few, and they look pretty good, right? So you're just trying to get them all on all of the different nodes, if I'm remembering how that's set up. What tool are you using to develop those backgrounds? So you see that, how it zooms way out? It needs to go to the target cell, but obviously it doesn't. I'm curious what that cell is, so let me do some prints. Oops. About half done, nice. Well, very cool. Yeah, that art style is really cool. I'm a big fan. I think a lot of times that like making 2D art look good is much harder than 3D art in a lot of cases. I guess depending, but it is challenging, right? You have one fewer dimension to work with, so you've got to make those other two dimensions that much better to compensate. All right, so here, let me just go up to casting, go into print. Let's see. Am I in casting? I don't think so. I am in casting, okay. Okay, so current magic. I should be able to print current magic here dot target cell. I think that's right. Let me follow that node here. So casting. I'm gonna follow it to. Huh. I am not actually sending it to the priority list. I thought I would be. That's really interesting. So what am I sending it to? The UI control, player info. What does that go to? I have so many here's. Okay, so that's my new casting thing. Okay. That right here is my player info. And this is casting. This is casting magic, okay. Krita. Oh, very nice. Okay, yeah. Nice. Night Cafe is a pretty powerful one. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, it's a good workflow. Well, that's awesome. Well, yeah. Great use of tools there, I think. I think being able to use those tools and focus on your game helps a lot. So, very nice. Sounds like a really good workflow. Huh. Okay, interesting. Oh, you know what? I bet, let's see. So I bet it's actually coming from, okay, I see what's going on. It's coming from priority list. And when it's the priority, it goes ahead. It casts the magic. Let's see if we can follow it. Okay. So it's going to be up here on ready player. If ready player is not cast, okay, so if they are, magic ready dot emit. Okay, so I've got this signal called magic ready in my priority list. And let's see. Okay, so I send that to advanced priority and then casting magic. And so this is where I actually cast the magic. And all it does is set my current magic and my magic. Oops. Oh yeah, very nice. Yeah, for sure it takes some time, but cycling through all the, less desirable images, but no, it's great. Okay, so I think I can print there. This is my list in the priority list of what that node is. So target cell should be where the camera goes. So let's go to casting magic. It's coming out of casting right here. Almost dropped my controller. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and print current magic.target cell. And that should be that node, so that should be right. And then I'm sending current magic if I follow that node over. Sending that to what? To my camera here. Okay, so target grid equals magic.target cell, which is correct. There's a chance. Let's see, and then it sets the camera to follow target here. There's a chance it's resetting target grid. Let's see where target grid gets set. Okay, target position equals target grid. If target, I think that's it. I think I have target player. Okay, I think I can fix that one just by saying target player equals null in here. Target player equals null. And so essentially I'll clear the target player if I'm casting magic because I'm not aiming at a player, I'm aiming at a area most of the time. I will when I create spells that cast like a single target, I'll have to fix that. But ultimately I guess the target cell is still okay, but I probably want to pull up the target player's info. Okay, so let's go over here. Go ahead and cast the spell. Let's see if that fixes it. Yes. That did it. Okay. That's great. I do want to figure out, okay, so I do need to work on my animations a little bit, but that's fine for now. And then, yeah, I don't push after that, I need to push the stuff back. I need to reset my camera angles here. Let's see. I wonder what that okay, so that 3 second timeout, that's just how long it's on follow target. And then I'm guessing I set current state elsewhere, probably on active player. Yep, active. Oh, I need active enemy. Okay, let's go to active enemy real quick. Need to make sure that's going to the camera. It is. And it follows active. Okay, interesting. So as long as it's following active, it should be resetting back to the start location, which is getting set here. Unless lock camera happens to be on. Which I don't think I actually used anywhere. I know these are true. But do I need them? Get rotation return. I don't think I actually want lock camera there. Well, I do maybe because it does lock out, but I think what I need to do here is get the rotation return and then lock the camera. Essentially what it does is it makes it so if I try zooming in and out, it doesn't break my, it doesn't break where I'm targeting. Like I'd be okay I'm okay with you zooming in and out. You can do that during the cutscenes, but, and rotate the screen around, but I want it to still go back. so I should grab the return first and then lock the camera. And it was only doing it sometimes, potentially only when I am moving the camera during the cutscene. Oops. It's okay. Okay. Yes. Nope. See that jump? Interesting. Okay, actually, I thought I fixed that one, actually. That one might be that it's locking outside of negative, but I think I did fix that already. That's already fixed. Let's see. Oh, nope, that's not the lock. Okay. It's basically this right here. So if I'm rotating, oh no, that's not actually a problem, I don't think. Very interesting. Let me think here. What if I do get rid of lock camera? It's also possible I'm not setting lock camera back to false. I am on active player after I set the starts, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and get rid of lock camera though, and I'll see. Because I think what's obvious is that when I'm moving the camera, during the cutscene is when I'm having the problems. Let's see. Let's just cast a spell. Okay, it did flip it by 180 degrees. Let's do it a little more subtly. Okay. I definitely need to lock the camera. Now it's acting really strange. This might be a time for a different night. I may go ahead and call it a night in terms of programming. So, let's see. I don't think I resolved it. I did resolve this. And then I've got a new bug, and that is when rotating camera while casting, camera return position flips. I'll figure out what that is. It's probably something simple with the clamp. Full check. Anyway, okay, let me save everything here. I am going to go ahead and work on music just for a little bit. I have some thoughts, and we'll go from there. So give me 1 second while I get that ready. All right. Don't lose audio for 1 second. All right. So let's see here. All right. Ultimately, what I think I want to do, I do want to re-record this line. This is the lead line. I may make it a piano, like just a grand piano. So here's where I'm at right now. Let's listen. All right. So I want to play into that hook at the end a lot more. This part here. So I think that's catchy. So here's what I'm kind of thinking. I think I might add another piano channel. Oh, okay, yeah. So I think I might add another piano channel here, and I might put that melody line in there, and maybe not bring in the wood, like the wind, the basic wind instrument, whatever you want to call it, until it starts doing that up part. And I think I want to duplicate that. I do want to quantize this because this was a little bit off. Let me see how that sounds. So all quantizing, if you're not familiar, quantizing just puts everything on the right beat here. Let's see. Because my playing is terrible. Oh, interesting. Yeah, those last two are way off. Okay. Ah, look at that. Let's see. So I'm starting on the D. Should I be? So. Yes, I should be. Okay, yeah, and that last note is the A. No, it's the G. So I got off somewhere. Let's see. Boom. Oh, yeah, I played the D twice here. Oh, am I off? Okay, yeah. So it did start in the C. So it went, actually goes. And it goes to the 5. But I put everything on the 6 right there. Maybe I shouldn't have. I was kind of thinking that went to the 6. Let's see. Maybe I should do the 5 there. So 5. So 5. Do the 7. 5, 7, 3, 6. That sounds like a cool chord progression. 5, 7 at the B, 3 at the E, and then 6. So just this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. But I do need to update all of these to be that. Okay. So let's do that real quick. All right, let's go grab. I'm just going to clear all this. Okay. I can actually just go back to this, and this is the 4, 5, 3, 6. So I can grab the 4. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller here. Okay, 4. So I need the 5. I'm going to do 5, 7, which I don't have. So I can go here. And then I think I can just go, let's see. Hey, Journey, how's it going? So that's the 6. That should be the 7. We listen to that. It's okay. Currently just working on some music. We did some development earlier. And yeah, now playing with this a bit. Let's see. That's going to be the 6 again. I need to go down to the 3. There. I may not be, these chords may be pretty bad. I need to review them. And then 6. So let me review these chords real quick and make sure. Let's fold it. Okay. So what do I have? I should have a 5. So it's the G. It's going to be the G. Okay. G, B, and D is correct. And then I want the 7, which is the F, okay? That looks pretty good. Right now I'm working on the kind of big drop, right? So I'm changing this up a little bit, but right now I did have it kind of like this where, well, I deleted a lot of it, but so I have the lead in. And so I'm trying to work through, like, maybe doing this part in piano instead. Can't really hear it much, but then I'll... Let's mute this for a second. So then I'll go into the big lead, right? And then after the big lead, I'm working on the chord progression immediately following. This is going to sound really bad, but let's go ahead and try it. It is absolutely going to sound terrible, though. Just FYI. You might cover your ears. But that's the part I'm working on. I haven't done any chord progression on it, so the strings are going to sound bad. Woo! Okay. Like I said, right now I am actively working on these chords. But yeah, that's the part I'm working on, is kind of that big build. So B, yeah, that's the wrong note. It should be a B, B, D, and F. All right. B, D, and F. And then for the top note, an A is good. B, D, F, A. Okay. And then I will do a 3. So it's going to be E, G, and A, right? So a 3 here. E, G, and B. Okay. So E, G, B. D, yep. Yeah, so it's going to kind of build up there. I think it's going to sound pretty good. I do want to... I originally had that woodwind piece playing through a lot of the intro, and it wasn't terrible, and I may look at bringing it back, but I kind of like this direction where it's more on the piano at the beginning, and then all the strings and the woodwinds kind of come in just right there. So let's see, this is A, C, and E with a G. Okay, so this should be a lot better. Now let's listen to it. Okay. Okay, I gotta fix this string real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna do a 5, and then I'll do a 7, and then I'll do a 3, and then I'll do a 6. Okay. Let's turn off that lead for a second. Ugh. Something is clearly off. Let me go redo this chord. G, B, D, okay. F, G, B, D, and F. It should just be a 5, so it should work pretty well. Because I'm coming up from a, well, oh, you know what? Going straight from the 6 to the 5 may be a bad idea. Let's see. So let me turn on piano instead of this really quick. And so it's going to be like, I'll do this organ. Okay, so it's going to be, what I got? 4, 5, 3, 6. So is that right here? Okay. And then if I go straight to the 5, and to the 7, to the 3, 6. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so it's going to be. One moment.
How much vinegar do I add to the washing machine? Do I put it in the cup thing or in the actual bowl?
Yeah, if you put it in the softener cup thing,
Okay.
and I just fill it up. You want to go below where it'll suck it up. It's a greedy cup siphon. So essentially, what's going to happen is, oh, 1 second, I'm on audio.
Hey, sorry, laundry talk. All right, let's see. So, yeah, I think going to that 6. So we got a 4, or we got a 4, 5, 6. I think going back to the 5, or so 4, 6, 6. I think going back to that 5, it could be pretty good. I might need to simplify some of this, like take some of the 7s off the top. Let's try that. That may help. I may just be adding a little too much there. So let's see, and then make sure this is on. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think the 7s are clashed, like the 7th on the 7s right here. Actually, yeah, honestly, the 5 wasn't that bad with the 7. I'll leave that. But let me get rid of the 7s on here, which is going to be this A. Because then it has that 6th in there. Sounds probably, if you're not familiar with intervals, it might sound like nonsense. And I apologize for that. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I didn't copy it throughout. Oh, I still have that A up there. Get rid of that A and get rid of that A. Okay. Let's copy that down. Okay. So what I'm actually hearing, I think, is this. And then I think I would just go right back into this part. Okay. And I need this to be a 4. Let's unfold that. A 4, a 5, a 3 here. And then a 6. Let's try that. So let's see. And now I'm going to take this here and add it to this other piano. And then I'm going to take all of these. These are the velocities. These are kind of the intensity. I'm going to take all of them and push them to the top. Oh, let me turn off here. Let me turn off the arpeggiator. Okay. Okay. So let's see what we got. Okay, that obviously doesn't fit. But I think it does later. I need to figure out what chord progression that fits over. Oh, it's not the start. That explains it. Okay. And then what we'll do is this. Okay, something like that. I don't really like this 7. That chord there, I really don't like it. Why don't I like it? I think I like it when I'm playing it. So let's see, it's... See, I like it when I'm playing it. I don't like it with all the instrumentation, maybe. And I'm playing the same thing here, so it's... Let's see, it's... Yep, should be B, D, and F, and it is. Interesting. Maybe it's... Let me see. Maybe I don't like the bass in it. There's not... I think I see what's going on. Okay. On this 5, I think I do need to get rid of the 7s here. Because going from the 5 to the 7, there's no change really, except I dropped the 4, right? Or I'm sorry, I dropped the 5 itself, like the bass note. So that might not, 5 to 7 may not be enough of a change. You can see there, maybe create a little movement by doing something like that and dropping that 7th on the G. That sounded better, I think. Let's see if it sounds good with the bass. Let's see if it sounds good at all with strings. Okay, now this is going to be... I need to change this to 4, 5, 3, 6. What's playing twice? Is just a lot of delay. Not, is it the reverb? Do I have multiple notes on there? What's going on? Do I have another piano playing that part? Nope. Very interesting. It sounds like there's delay on, but I turned all my delay off. I don't think that's impacting it. I might have something on the piano itself. Thanks, Journey. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, if I don't see you. There we go, that fixes it. Let's see. So let's see, this one, it's on the 1, so that's going to be clashing. It needs to go to like the D. That'll be really high. Let's see. Maybe I can keep that on the 7. Freeze that should probably go down. It's going to kind of be a variation of that tag here. I kind of want to do something that's not just the root note here. So on the 7, what I can probably do instead is the 2, which take me down to here, which kind of goes down, which might sound kind of good. Okay, does that go up to the 6? Or the should be the 3, I guess. Okay. It does need to be higher. Maybe the 7 is the right thing to do there. Let's see how this randomize works. Okay, let's see. So I'm probably going to take this lead line and go ahead and play that here. I don't know if I want to do this here or not. Let's see. There's like a stutter. Is it off time? I don't think so. It looks pretty on time to me. Yeah, I don't know why there's a small stutter here. Maybe I need a little gap here. It's almost like there's another MIDI instrument playing here. I don't think it has to do with this. Maybe it is the release or the attack. Maybe it's grooving. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that hears that. What if I put one ear in? Yeah, I still hear it. It's like a stutter. It could also be just that I'm rendering a lot of things here and I have OBS open. So OBS maybe, well, it's only taking 2% of my GPU. Something, let me try closing a few programs here. That's pretty good. Let's listen to that. Actually thinking about cutting all this middle piece here up to there. And then cutting back this right here. So let's see. And yeah, I think it's just delaying. I probably have too much stuff open, maybe. I wonder if here I should go ahead and finish up that. Oops. Is that the right spot? Okay, obviously I have one extra here. So let's go pull this over. Cut this here. Okay. And then listen one more time. I kind of want it to be the same, so I might need to find a new chord to go over that. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do, maybe instead of the 7, I should do the 1. So let's see here. If I was going to do a 1 here, everything goes up by 1, and then I've got to go move some things around. So the 1's going to be the, there you go. Just the 1, 3, 5, simple enough. Yeah, that 7's pretty spicy, but it might be too spicy. We'll try here with the 1. Okay. Ugh. That was too basic. So I did 5. I did to the 1. So that doesn't work. I like that. So that was 5, 6, 3 to the 4. I could go 4 minor. 4 and then to the 2. 5, 3, 6. Let's try that. Okay, let's do just the bass for a second. Trying to think of that. So it's going to be like, oops, got that muted. So it's like, dun, 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 boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. I think that works. So that's going to be a 5 to a 6. 6, 3, and then a 4. Okay, 5, 6, 3, 4. Simple enough. This is already a 5. This needs to be a 6. Let's fold it and look at each note. So I've got the A. That should be a C. That should be an E. A, C, E. Okay. And then to the 3, which I think this already is. And then to the 4. Let's do that. Which would be that. And then let's fold it. And then I've got the F. I've got the not G sharp. It should be the A. A, B, C. Okay. And then the F. Okay, so the top should be an E. F. A. Wait. F. Yeah, A. C. E. Face. F, A, C, E. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, let's try. Okay, but now I'm not doing the 4, 5. So after the 4, I'm doing the 2, which is going to sound great. That's just the relative minor. So it's going to go down to the D. Okay, let me unfold this. D. To the 5, 3, 6. And the 5, 3, 6 are the same. Okay, that's actually going to be really cool because all it's going to do is throw that relative minor on that chord after the thing. So that's great. And all I have to change is take this and go to the relative minor, which is the D. Let's fold it. So it's D, F, and A. Yeah, D, F, and A. And then on top is C. D. And I think I'm not going to do the 7th on this because it's a 2. So D, F, and A. Or D, F, and G? Yeah, D, F, and A. Yep. Okay. D, F, or D, F, and B? No, D, F, and A. D, F, A. Okay. D, F, A. D, F, and A. I wonder why I made the both of those B. Okay. So then we copy this up. Okay. Let's fix these ones. So that's going to be the D. Actually, I might leave that. Okay, and I do this 5. That should be the 6. 3. And the 4. I guess I could keep it on the A, the 6. Okay, and this one I need to have the movement here. So I just need to make sure I'm using the first part of the progression. Okay, I think that's pretty good. The delay is absolutely just MIDI resources. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Free. Okay. Oh, it's still doing it, even frozen. Interesting. So that must mean it's not due to that. Okay, let's do some mixing real quick and then I'm gonna call it a night. You know what? There might be a... I wonder if I have delay on something else. Because, like, if you just listen to this, I have the delay pretty much off. But you can clearly hear it. Interesting. Yeah, something is delaying for sure. And I guess I do have a delay time, don't I? Okay. Well, that one was just that. Do I have delay time on this? Okay, that's not bad. I do want to figure out why that delay is coming in. Okay, let me do this. All right, I think that's pretty good. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We'll talk soon.